Hi everyone, this is Clint Perkins and I will provide a brief update on our study group iNaturalist project. Our project was born from discussions that took place in our initial group meeting in 2016. From these discussions, Nick Sharp created the project to serve as a repository for crowdsourced eastern spotted skunk observations. If you are unfamiliar with iNaturalist, the platform allows anyone to upload an observation, but requires a consensus of 67% of all independent verifications before the observation is verified as research grade. This feature is important because observations are frequently erroneously tagged as spotted skunk, and the review process removes the tag and applies the correct species identification. To augment the iNaturalist project, most states have distributed eastern spotted skunk wanted posters, either officially from the state management agency or in a grassroots fashion. Both approaches have been successful at identifying spotted skunk observational data. As of February, there were 210 eastern spotted skunk observations on iNaturalist, 205 of which were in our project, and 204 of these were classified as research grade. The discrepancy in numbers is based upon project curation, whereby observations that are clearly not an eastern spotted skunk were removed, but the species identification has yet to be updated. This is a screenshot of the spatial distribution of eastern spotted skunk iNaturalist observations on iNaturalist. Spatially, these observations are distributed as expected, but this map shows one of the issues with pulling data from iNaturalist or GBIF rather than our own curated project. As this data set has an erroneously identified observation here in southern Wyoming. Currently, we have observations from 13 states and all three subspecies. Since 2020, we've had an 85% increase in observations in the project. One reason for this growth is the FWC's skunk survey that was launched in late 2020, and we'll hear an update on here in just a minute. Use of the iNaturalist platform makes it easy to combine and curate our dataset, but it does provide some difficulty to end users looking to conduct research across the distribution. The eastern spotted skunk is listed as vulnerable by the IUCN, and because of this designation, iNaturalist automatically applies a taxon-based geoprivacy to all observations. Observers have several ways to allow project curators or trusted individuals to see the true private coordinates, however. Currently, the true locations of 43% of all observations are known to our project managers. However, many of the other observations that are either user or taxon obscured were submitted by individuals within this group. As such, we estimate that over 80% of all observations have an accessible true location, but it will require additional work to secure these data. If you are interested in using this data set, I recommend contacting Nick and myself to make you a project manager, and then we will provide some contact information for the other users and curators of the project. Finally, I'm looking to curate a list of all publications and presentations that use our dataset. I've started, but know I am missing quite a few. If you are using the dataset, please send me an email so I can update my list. And I'd like to point out here that Mike Shaw is having a poster presentation later this evening, and I recommend everyone go and check it out. Now, if there's any questions, I can go live on Zoom and answer them appropriately.